Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the Samurai, which I talked about briefly in my recent pickups. Watch it tonight again for about the third or fourth time. I've got an old Criterion DVD of this, and I've got a Pierre Melville box set from Studio Canal that was released years ago on DVD. But yeah, Pierre Melville, for me, one of the best French directors of the new wave. In fact, Godard, rest in peace. Don't read him. And Truffaut called him the godfather of the French New Wave because Melville had his own studio which burnt down just before he made Le Samourai in 1965-66. So he had a building in France that was, well, in Paris, that was his own studio. So he had his own sets, he could build his own sets, film his own films inside the building. And it burnt down just before he made Le Samourai. He'd been trying to get Alain Delon, who was the hot star at the time in the 60s in France, to make a film. And on showing Delon the script, apparently Delon said, where's the words? Because there's very little dialogue in the film. It's almost a silent film. But it pays homage to American film noir, American gangster films, and it's a classic setup. It's a hitman who does a hit and is then backed into a corner. And that's the basic premise, but it's so much more than that. It plays with style, it plays with tropes. I mean, the opening scene alone is Delon lying on the bed, and you think, is this black and white? It looks black and white, but it's in colour. You just see cigarette smoke, Delon lying on the bed smoking shitar and lying on the bed, and the smoke, and the only other thing in the room is a bullfinch. The only other live thing in the room is a bullfinch. But the walls look grey and washed out. The whole film looks washed out. The whole film you would think was black and white, but it isn't. It was filmed in colour. But Melville captures, like, and it's by design, he captures the back alleys of Paris, the photography by Henri Dacher is totally designed to capture that grey look. I mean, even the full sets of the police station and stuff, they're all grey and black, so it looks black and white. It looks classically noir, and the shadows that are cast by the lighting of Delon's character, because he wears trench coats and a fedora hat. Commissar. I don't even know if that's right in French. But yeah, like that. So the whole shadows are cast on the wall, and it just looks classic noir. But in 1967, that's when it was filmed. Delon's performance is just ice. I mean, from the very first, from he gets from his bed and goes out to his flat, he walks onto the street and sees on his left hand side a policeman checking cars for parking tickets, and a classic Citroen DS, the one with the air suspension, beautiful car. I don't drive even, but it's a beautiful car. Pulls in, and a man gets out and walks away, and Delon immediately goes and tries it. But that opening scene, gets in the car, he's got a wire, just a wire with a load of keys on, like a ring of keys. And that opening scene of just him, he just sits and looks straight at the camera and just tries one key after the other till he gets it going, and then goes off. Brilliant. and his eyes are just like ice. They're just like death. He looks like, you know, I will kill you. So anyway, he plays with classic tropes. I mean, he does the heat. Somebody sees him, and that somebody is brilliant, but just brilliant. I mean, I don't think she says 4 lines in the film, but just brilliant. And he gets away with it, kind of, but the police know there's something wrong. There's something wrong here. He's the guy. So the police are on his case, and then he goes to get paid, and then the gangsters are on his case. The guys who hide him, and then he just backs him into a corner all the time, back, and he can't. He's only got one solution, and the final, the denouement, they would say, is brilliant. And I think Pierre Melville shot 2 versions of it, one where he smiles, one where he doesn't. And I think the version he ended up with was brilliant. But yeah, Melville's a fascinating director. I love him. Le Cercle Rouge I'd recommend. Un Flic I'd recommend. That's his cop movie, where Dillon's a cop instead of a criminal. Le Cercle Rouge, like I said, I think I said in my pickup video, if Michael Mann didn't say that film before he made Heat, I don't believe him. Le Devoir is a great film. His first film was based on a Jean Cocteau story. I think that was called Le Sans de la Mer, where he's a Nazi officer turns up in a French farmhouse, and it's about a young girl dealing with that, and it's a really good film actually. But Army of Shadows is, I would say it's his longest film and his best film. There's a couple I've still to see, obviously. He made one that was filmed in New York that I'm dying to see, and I can't find it anywhere. I can't remember the name of it now. But yeah, I'm dying to see that one. As I say, Un Cercle Rouge is great. The heist scene alone is just amazing. But yeah, I would really recommend you check Le Samourai out, because he's as cool as a cucumber. It's as designed within an inch of his life, but not so you notice. It's not like today where they go, well, you know, we'll have this and this with sharp angles, and we, you know, it's not CGI, it's not bollocks. It just looks like a film noir filmed in Paris, but in colour. And it's amazing that it doesn't look like it's in colour. It's so washed out. It's just... And apparently Dillon, when he read the script, he said, there's no lines for me. And Melville went, correct. Which is just amazing, because yeah, his character's man a few words, because he doesn't need to say anything. He just is ice. So anyway, check out Le Samourai. It's an amazing film. Thank you.